We have a bunch of stuff to go through here in today's video. Sledgehammer Games finally has responded to a bunch of the Vanguard hate, and they're making some changes. Some new updates are being rolled out to the game. We have some new Season 1 reloaded information. The DLC maps we're going to be receiving, some zombies updates, the DLC download as well. So a bunch of stuff to go through here in today's video. If you guys are new and would like to subscribe, I would greatly appreciate that. And be sure to drop a like on the video as well. First up here, there are a bunch of different responses from Sledgehammer from different developers. And of course, as we know, they were just on holiday vacation, and they're finally back this week. First up here, before they said anything, they tweeted this out, and this is pretty much them just admitting that, yes, we've been seeing all of the arguing, all of the cries for changes in Vanguard, all of the issues in the game right now, the updates that they need to make, and, you know, it's the meme of, you know, Homer Simpson hiding in the bushes and coming out. So it's just a little funny tweet there, nothing too crazy, but people are still just going insane because, you know, rightfully so, there are a bunch of major issues in this game right now, and they actually finally announced a bunch of stuff they will be changing. They said the break is officially over, and we know you all have been patiently waiting for updates. We're happy to share a few of the changes that will be coming soon to Vanguard. So first up here, changes to help with the completion of Panzerfaust challenges. We have perk adjustments to help counter all things fire, a weapon balancing pass, sniper buffs, and shotgun nerfs, a tweak to mortar barrage to reduce duration. And then they go on to say, thank you for your patience while we are working behind the scenes. You can expect more frequent updates now that we're back, with more to come this week. So I think most people are really happy to see these changes here. Definitely a bunch of really important changes we have been waiting for, or for people specifically grinding Vanguard MP that were unable to complete challenges, that were, you know, dealing with these shotguns. There's still an issue in the game and all of that stuff. And of course, the biggest one, the fire in the game, the incendiary grenades and all of that stuff. People have been crying for a trophy system, and rightfully so. It seems like here they're not going to be adding a trophy system. It seems like they're just going to adjust different things in the game to make them less powerful potentially, or to make the perks more powerful against these different fire-based grenades and streaks and stuff like that. But still, again, good changes there overall. But as we've been saying, and as people have been talking about for a couple of weeks now, for months even now, there are a bunch of major issues with the game that still need to be dealt with, and huge contention points for people in the community. There are still major issues in the game with packet bursts, especially while playing Vanguard's multiplayer. There's now a pretty major issue with an invisible tier 100 skin in the game. This is for Warzone and Vanguard. There's still no ranked play in the game. This is something that was promised a long time ago before the launch of Vanguard. There's also still no third mode for the CDL, which is really insane. They can't figure out control, how to make it work with this game. I mean, it really is insane there. And there are a bunch of other Vanguard issues. You could leave them all down below. Be sure to talk about them in future videos, and maybe soon Sledgehammer will address those issues as well. There are also other Warzone problems. The game still doesn't run that well on consoles. I'm on PC, and for the most part, it's been fine for me. I haven't really had any issues running the game and playing the game. It runs fairly smoothly, but for console players, I mean, I don't know if it's still unplayable, but it seems to me like everyone's still saying that on consoles, it's such a rough experience playing Warzone. So let me know down below if you've been playing Warzone, any other issues there as well, like major issues. I know people are still talking about the loadout change, the fact that you can't get your loadout before the first circle. That's not really an issue. That's just a change that they may want to revert based on community feedback. But to me, what they really need to focus on right now are actual issues that make the game unplayable, bug fixes and stuff like that. So again, leave all of your experiences down below. I'll be sure to include them in future videos. Now, to, you know, add on to this, MW2 Ghost did actually give us a really good tweet here. He said, "Can't believe this has to be said, but human beings and their mental state are far more important than a video game. If an entire dev team needs to go on holiday and relax and switch off for their own health, or for taking a stance on a big issue, then so be it." So I think we need to realize as well, despite all of the issues with this game, these are human beings behind the screen, and I'm pretty sure most, if not all, of the developers want us to enjoy their game. They didn't make a game for people to hate on it and for people to not like the game. I mean, they make the game with intentions of people enjoying the game. The point is here, don't stop giving your constructive criticisms, and definitely don't stop voicing your opinions about what you think they need to change with the game game. There are a lot of major issues with Vanguard right now, and overall Call of Duty is in a pretty bad state, but just always be respectful and try to understand that they are humans and they are probably trying their best and they probably do have good intentions. So as long as we're all respectful here, hopefully things will change for the better with Vanguard and Call of Duty in general. Now for Vanguard Season 1 Reloaded, we have a bunch of stuff happening as well. A new download did just pop up to the PlayStation database. We have a Vanguard download, first update in 2022, and that ups the game size a little bit to 41 gigs. It's a small update file, and usually these downloads are added to the game a couple of days to a week before the new update goes live. So this week here, we're getting this update, and that should mean that a big update is coming end of this week, early next week, which is very well going to be the Season 1 Reloaded update. Now, as I've been saying, the exact midpoint of Season 1 is actually today, Tuesday, January 4th, and of course, we did not have a major update today. I guess we could still maybe see it tomorrow, Wednesday, January 5th, even this Thursday, January 6th, but it would be kind of surprising to see an update like that just drop out of nowhere. Absolutely no marketing, no talk about it, no reference to it whatsoever. It would be kind of crazy, but today, they did actually end the Festive Fervor event a day early, so maybe they are gearing towards the next update and they're going to start the marketing potentially as soon as tomorrow, and then the full release of Season 1 Reloaded could be early or late next week, which would be a week off from what I was expecting, but we're still in the midpoint range of Season 1, so it wouldn't be too crazy to see the release of this update again at some point next week. Now let's go through some actual content we could be seeing for this Season 1 Reloaded update in Vanguard. I think this actually might be a bigger update for this game than what we saw at the launch of Season 1 back in December, just because back then it was more of a Warzone Pacific focused update. That was the big event. That was the big thing happening for Season 1. It was all about Caldera, which of course, as I've been saying, makes complete sense for them to hype up and market. It's the biggest thing in Call of Duty right now. It was the biggest change we had ever seen to Warzone since the launch of the mode, so that all makes sense there. But Vanguard didn't really see that much content. A couple of MP maps, but nothing too special. A game mode drop zone, but you know, again, nothing too crazy here. So there is room for more additions to this game that might be pretty cool to see. First up here, we may get one of these 2 kill streaks. The first one is the air superiority. 3 strafing runs across automatically targeted areas on the map. All active enemy airstreaks are removed and cannot be spawned during the lifetime of this streak. And then the other kill streak here, ball turret gunner, no description, but again, some type of turret gunner coming in from the sky on a helicopter or something like that. So pretty cool stuff there. For potential DLC maps, we have Alps, Bastion, Tank B, USS Texas, which is the World War II map from that game, and Factory. So for me, I feel like Sledgehammer might focus on newer maps, not remakes, considering we just got 2 remakes at the start of Season 1. Shipment, which I'm pretty sure kind of counts. It was right before Season 1, but I'm going to count it with that. And then also the Dome MW3 remake known as Radar in Vanguard. We only really got 1 new MP map, so for Season 1 Reloaded, it would make more sense to see at least 2 newly created Vanguard maps, although we don't know for sure what the actual names of these maps are, because we may see Alps and Bastion, let's say, as the 2 new maps for Season 1 Reloaded, but Alps could end up being a remake of a snowy map from a past Call of Duty. We just don't know about it just yet. Sometimes these remakes are listed as other names in the code of these games, so USS Texas is clearly relating to that COD World War II map from 2017, but again, Alps or even Tank B, Factory, those could be referring back to other older Call of Duty maps. They're just not listed in the code. So let me know down below, would you care if we got even more remakes for Vanguard multiplayer, even though we just got a bunch for the launch of Season 1? Would that matter to you? Do you want to see newly created Vanguard maps? I feel like a lot of you guys might actually want to see older maps from the game, because Vanguard might be a unique opportunity for them to remake a bunch of just random older Call of Duty maps you wouldn't normally see remade in a Treyarch or Infinity Ward Call of Duty. Maybe old multiplayer maps that aren't as popular but still have a cult-like following, old maps that are just obscure and you just wouldn't see remade otherwise. So they could just, you know, repurpose these maps, bring them into Vanguard, and just change them up, and I feel like most people wouldn't care as much. And on top of that, having older obscure maps would make it like a new map to most people, because think about it, a lot of people probably didn't actually play these maps here, so it would almost be like playing new content for a majority of people, and there was probably such a small minority of people who played an old obscure map from, you know, World at War, or maybe even Call of Duty 3, like something crazy like that. So that could be pretty cool to see. Again, let me know down below any obscure maps that you think people don't know about that they could potentially bring to the game, remake, repurpose in some type of way. Now moving on to Season 1 Reloaded Vanguard Zombies content. We are getting a little bit of content here. We have the Von List office, a new extension of the Stalingrad main area on the map. We have support streaks being added as well. We have a new feature, the Tomb of Rituals, which will allow you to upgrade your field upgrades. We also have more weapon updates as well. And as we've said, there have been other updates coming very soon, like a ray gun wonder weapon, the Easter egg, and those may be added early for Season 1 Reloaded, but most likely those will all be for Season 2. But again, they could end up surprising us and give us a bunch more content a lot earlier than we're expecting, considering everyone's been saying, you know, Vanguard Zombies isn't really that good. It's the worst zombies we've ever seen from Treyarch, or maybe from all of the studios combined, so they may want to just give us more content to keep us satisfied. Could be that as well. You know, we'll see very soon. But that's pretty much it here for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy. There are 2 videos up on screen that may interest you, so be sure to check one of them out. Real do appreciate, guys. Shout out to the YouTube channel members as always, and I'll see you guys in the next video or live stream. Peace out, guys.